Hey guys, welcome to today's happy hour. We have a question for you. Do you feel that your customers rather buy from you instead of your staff? Do you find it irritating that sometimes you leave the office or you leave the shop or you send one of your staff to go talk to your potential customer and then they want to talk to you instead? Hey, where's the boss? I told her or told him I was coming. Why isn't she here? Or why aren't they here? And they question that. Why does that happen? There are 3 reasons why this happens though, and I'm going to go through these reasons with you just to see that, hey, that's happening to me. Reason number 1 that customers do this is that they feel that there is a perceived better quality. You see the word perceived better quality of service, of information, of data from the owner. They think that, well, the owner must know the most in this business because he or she started this company. So I want to talk to the owner. I'm going to make a very, very big purchase, and the only person I want to talk to is the owner. So again, it's a perceived quality of him. They think that it is better talking to you than talking to one of your employees. Now, if this is happening, then you need to look into training up your team to have, of course, it's ideal. It's ideal to say, to get your employees to have as much information. When you've started a business, you ran the business for 10, 20 years, and your employees come in with 2 or 3 years of knowledge. They may or may not be able to stack up to par with you, but at least you're trying to give them as much training, as much development, as much skills and expertise so that they are able to handle the customers confidently without you. Or at least the customers are not saying, hey, how come this person does not know this part and has to go check with the boss? Like, okay, if that's going to happen, then that's really no good. It starts to shake the confidence of the customers to be able to buy. Reason number 2 this happens is that customers love dealing with bosses because, and some of us are guilty of it, yeah? We get better discounts. We get better, hey, you know what? You eat in a restaurant and then you say, hey, yeah, I know the boss here, can I get a discount? Sometimes we feel that we deserve a special privilege because we know the person that runs this joint and we want to be able to get that discount. Now, if that happens, that's one very severe reason why, as the owner, try and stay off the floor as best as you can. If anything, just empower your team with a small threshold for discount to be able to give that discount, and that's it. But if you are facing a lot of that and people know you run the joint, and they want more discounts, that's one important reason to just stay off it. And number 3, this is reason number 3, don't laugh, and I know some of us are guilty of this as well. We like it. We like being on the floor. We love running the operations. We love talking to customers because it feels important. It's very, very nice to feel important. Like, hey, you know what? That customer just walked out of here and spent $5,000 because I managed to upsell him to buy all this gear, to buy all this equipment, and it feels really, really good. It feels good to be able to say that. And no kidding, and I'll give you a recent example of one of our clients. He worked really hard because he knew the SOPs and the systems needed to be in place. So he worked really hard to get all the FAQs in place and to train all his team over a couple of months. Just, okay, these are the top sellers, and this is what you say, this is what you say. And so he did all that. And then he got to a point that, okay, well, I've trained my team with everything they got to know. Great, now I can back off. The very next day, you know what I found? He was on the floor. He was on the floor stealing customers from his staff. The employees are busy trying to get the sales closed, and he went in there and said, what do you need? And he started meddling on the floor, and employees, of course, didn't like it because he's going, hey, I got that, and what happened next was really, really funny. The employees knew that their owner, he couldn't back off, because the business is so dear. He loves every customer. Actually, he loves doing this stuff. And so they said, okay, you know what? Boss is going away for 2 weeks. He literally had to go for a 2-week holiday. He says, boss is going away for 2 weeks. Guys, let's make this the best 2-week sales ever. They decided to break sales. And when he came back, they literally proved him wrong. When he came back, they had the best sales ever. And he just went, wow, that is a realization that you guys can do all this without me, because literally they can. All the systems are there, you train them, and they can't wait to be able to show you what they can do. So there you have it. This is today's happy hour. Sometimes as business owners, we need to give our employees some space to perform, and it's also about giving them enough skills, equipping them with the skills, the knowledge, the expertise to be able to do these things. And then we start to slowly back off, and when we start slowly backing off, we don't have these things to do on the floor, but we can go and do other things. And this is a really, really important part of being in business, because if in business you feel that you've got no choice and you've got to always be on the floor, you've always got to be running a business, just because we did not back off and test our employees in some of these areas because we got in the way, then that's we are in that situation because of that decision. Yeah. So guys, remember this. Yeah, remember to have a great business and have a great life. Because being in business is about having more life. Take care and see you next week.